Hey guys, my name is Sam, and this is me trying. Welcome back to the page. Today I'm going to talk about how I sold all of my camera lenses and give you a little bit of an insight into why. And I also have a question for you at the end, so yeah, tune in. If you're new to this page, I am a dad of three. I am doing my best to try and create art, trying to create music, trying to create photography, trying to create something that is beautiful. But with three kids, oftentimes I get a little bit hung up on everything that's going on, and I don't get a lot of time for that. And so that's kind of the goal of this page, is to just try and just do something, because I know that I'm not the only one in that situation. And so I want to make a point to, live my life out loud and put it on display so that other people feel like they have, the opportunity to try too, and that they're not alone in it. So yeah, I sold all my camera lenses. My Sony 40 millimeter, I posted a video about that. It's still a really great lens, super sharp, super fast. I actually really enjoyed that lens, but I sold it. I also sold my Sigma 28 millimeter to 70 millimeter zoom lens. I had the contemporary zoom lens, and I enjoyed that one too, and I sold that. So let me tell you about why. What I realized is that I only have a limited budget right now. I've got to afford food. I've got to afford, mortgage, and so the money that I have that I can put into camera gear isn't as much as I'd like it to be. And obviously I'm not a professional. I'm not making a ton of money off of these videos or any of the camera work that I'm doing. So it's definitely something where I'm I got to be a little bit stingy about it. And what I'm realizing and what I've been thinking about is, at the end of the day, your glass that's what's going to last with you. And at least that's what I've heard a lot of. And so I've been kind of wrestling with, like, I didn't love the Sigma lens. It's a good lens, but it's not a great lens. And people consider it a good starter lens, which is cool. But at the same time, the 28 to 70 specifically, it gets a little bit soft. There's a lot of vignetting, and I wasn't super impressed with it. And so what I'm doing is so I sold all my lenses. I sold that Sigma. I actually got my money back, which was really nice. And then I got rid of that 40 millimeter, even though it was a really nice lens, because what I think I'm going to do, and this is where the question comes in, is I either want to buy two really nice primes that I can really start off with and have some good range. I'm kind of thinking maybe like a 35 millimeter and an 85 millimeter, or I'm debating about possibly going and getting a used Sigma Art to zoom 24 to 70. So getting kind of that sharper, competes with the G Master zoom lens. I'm on the fence about it because I'm not sure whether I want to commit one way or the other. And at the end of the day, we live in a world now where we can make returns and we can try things out and stuff, and that's super cool. But at the same time, it's like I want to make a good decision off the bat. I don't want to be shipping lenses here and there and whatever else. So the biggest thing that stuck with me is that I don't want to settle for getting a bunch of really mediocre lenses. I think I'd rather invest in getting one really good lens or two really good, like, prime lenses for the time being, and then buy more as I can over time. So with my shooting style, I really like picking up the small details, and that's where I feel like having a good zoom lens that allows me to kind of be flexible in different situations would be really valuable. And I know that with today's cameras, the zoom lenses can get sharp enough that it's not too bad. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of wrestling with it back and forth, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do I go with a couple of primes? And if so, what should I get? I use the Sony A7C, so I have the full frame camera, so I don't want any cropped lenses or anything like that. I'm kind of thinking about even just getting, a couple of Sigma Art lenses used and, paying around that same price, and yeah, seeing about going with that. Or do I go with the zoom lens? Do I go for that flexibility, but it still tops out at the 70 millimeters, which, it's a little bit tighter, but it's not that much. So yeah, I don't know. I guess this isn't really much of a sharing video. I guess the idea is, hey, with lenses, buy good ones because they count and they're going to last. So maybe that's the takeaway. But honestly, maybe this one I'm not giving as much and I'm kind of taking. So I'd love to hear in the comments what you would recommend, what you think, what should I get? Yeah, because I sold all my lenses and I need something. So I'm just working with that crappy 20 millimeter or 28 millimeter from my last video. So and I'll actually put the link for that one at the end of this one because yeah, I'll it's a whole story by itself. But anyway, yeah, drop a comment and let me know what should I do? Where should I go with it? What lenses should I get, or lens should I get? Yeah, I'd love to hear from you. So thanks for tuning in. Again, my name is Sam. This is me trying, and good luck trying. Thanks, guys.